Hello everyone from Patio Frutal, the fruitful yard. This is Sergio coming at you. Today is November the 28th, and I am covering my on ground or in ground uh, fig plants today. It's a little late, but it still hasn't been that cold. I mean, we've only gotten temperatures in the 21 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty cold. I wouldn't want to risk more than that. So today I'm just covering my plants here with their uh, winter bag that I made for them. And I had to, this plant was about 11 feet tall, and so I had to trim quite a bit. Right now, it's about close to 6 feet in the tallest spot, but for the most part, it's around 5 feet. Like this nodes here, it's about 5 feet. So I'm just um, before you prepare your plants for the winter, you have to take the decisions of which branches you're going to leave. If you leave too many tall branches, um, it's very likely just to be a overgrowing tree. I mean, if you can afford it in the area that you are at, it's all what your mind limits you to do. If you think it's too much, you might trim it halfway or whatever. But in reality, that's not the case here. Although I don't want the plant to be too tall, because otherwise, when you got to cover your fruits, then you have to climb higher or whatever. And then if your tree is too big, maybe only the birds will get it. And I try to keep mine below, well, at the production level, to be like 10 feet. That's just uh, what I feel ideal for me. Uh, like I said, it's all your own choices, and you leave it as anything that you want it to be. But anyway, so my plants right now, I'm just started to put the frame up. What you see here, this is the frame. You got to put 4 stakes, and then you put the bag. And the reason why you see the bag up there is because, as this is one of my biggest trees, the bag was wider, so I just grabbed the wrong bag and I have to undo it. But anyway, I tie them up, as you see with this uh, alone, and I reduced it to a very narrow spot. I mean, this tree, when it was open, it was over 6 or 7 feet wide. So I trimmed it off and I was able to ratchet it back in place. I could go more than that because, believe it or not, figs are very flexible. So you can just, you know, reduce their width by ratcheting. And that's what I did. Of course, as the plants get thicker, you might not be able to do too much, and you have to keep on trimming. You reduce the amount of wood that you have to compress. But as you see here, those center plant uh, branches there, they're getting quite thick. They're over 2 inches thick. Uh, so that's it reduced. But like I said, I grabbed the wrong bag for this plant, and I'm going to show you where I have put the bag that was for this tree. and and this is what happened. I already had prepared this a couple of weeks back, and what you see here is just mulch leaves. This is another brown turkey. This is a smaller tree, so I'm gonna have to redo that plant because this bag is gonna go in the previous plant. And well, that one was ready for winter, but we'll see what we can do. So I have a third brown turkey plant, which is here. And I want you to see I left 4 main stakes uh, in that plant because I have reduced its size. As you see, it is opened up and it is around 5 feet wide. I mean, 5 feet wide after I reduce all of these stakes. I cut out how many pieces? 6, 7 pieces of wood out of there because I like to leave just a set of four. Um, so I kind of leave many of them at the beginning for the ones that are in ground, and then I decide which ones are going to stay at the end of the journey. I mean, this here is about 8 feet tall, and again, like I said, oops, kind of lost my camera. Sorry about that. And you probably will see that drop because since I don't know how to edit a video, well, that's you're gonna get. But anyway, sorry about that. And then, so these plants, as you see down here, down below, where you see the branching, that's about 3 feet in height. That's what I did it the first time. And now the second time, I did it quite high. So I let it go like another 5 feet. So in all, every time you do a cut, they branch down. So this time I'm gonna come like down here and cut them at about 4 feet in height. Because out of every node that you see here, there's gonna be branches coming out next spring. And so because it's an established plant, it's gonna be producing a good amount of branching, and well, in the branches they come the fruit. And you don't need to have a wood from the year before to get fruit. You actually get more fruit in the young shoots that come out on the next spring. So this plant, although it is wide, and right now I still got 4 main branches that I just chose, as you see in the bottom here where I cut them. Um, it's not going to be as big for next spring, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting much more production out of it. And those are choices that you make. For your plant, I mean, some people get this concern when they have to cut their plants and they think they're killing it or whatever. But fig, uh, you don't have to concern yourself too much in that respect. It's a very forgiving plant. I mean, it comes from all the way from Jerusalem, most of them, from desert conditions. And here in the Northeast, well, they're not faced with that kind of a tough environment. They are very forgiving. So I just wanted to show you guys that you have to do some hard choices for your plant. You could say I thrown away trees of figs, but then you have to limit yourself to the environment because this plant here is surrounded by other fruit trees. That is a plum cut, and over here you have a jujube that you have to make space for them also. So when you're sharing tight spaces, you have to do the choices that are correct for what you're growing. And if you don't, then you might not get jujubes and you might not get enough figs. So you have to cut your losses and enjoy what you get. So there you go, guys, from Patio Frutal. I hope you like, share, subscribe. And by the way, if uh, you didn't get the grasp or the grasp of how you have to do this, I put 4 sticks on the ground, uh, and then I put that bag over it, and then I fill them up with mulch leaves from the yard. And as you see, I got millions of leaves in the yard because no matter how much I clean, I'll keep on getting because I'm surrounded by a forest. So as you see my yard, it's covered. So that's what end up happening with it. It gets mulch right into the plants, and then next spring I'll take that mulch and probably put them on my on the base of my this is where my road of fig was. So I probably put them in there, and it gets compost back into nature and into plant food. So there you go, guys. From Patio Frutal. Hope you like, share, subscribe, and you have a great evening.